Good morning, Prince. Good to see you. You were here last week. Excuse me. Towards the end of the discussion, I remember you came up with the time again. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. So we wait till more of us show up. And of course, in the meantime, if you have a question, you can start and we'll start our conversation and the others will join us as they would. Hello, Remy. Good to see you here. Remy, where are you located? I know where Prince is, and I forgot where Mike is. However, at least I knew at one time. Remy, you seem to me to be a fresh face or fresh name. So let me know where you're tuning in from. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Mark asks, my main man, Mehran, do you prefer meat more or vegetables more for your typical meal? I prefer vegetables more. I do eat meat as well, but I try not to if I would know enough recipes to get proteins and all that from the vegetables, which is a little bit more tasking to prepare or find it if I don't have time to prepare. So, but I do prefer vegetables far more than meat. I prefer, if I can, not to eat meat at all. But I guess a little bit conditioning, a little bit inconvenience, and also sometimes you just, accept it's easier, I guess. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you, Debbie. How have you been? Anyone who is already here can throw in a question and we can start our conversation, and while others join us. As you know, we have a weekly get-together on Saturdays and Sundays, and sometimes I have been lazy and wasn't able to make the Saturday, or if I had a night before late night meeting on Skype, then it made me wake up late, and so I didn't have that live talk on that day. But during the past year and bit, we've been having 2 live talks a week, and we are on number 95, I believe, of our live talks. So we talk about matters of relationships, breakups, consciousness, thoughts, fear, desire, and ego, when we explore through discussions and hope to gain something out of it. So anyone with any questions, you can throw in already and we can start our conversations. Now, don't throw all the questions at once, one at a time. I don't see any. What happened with you guys? What are you here? You think it's a show? It's not a comedy show. You gotta come up with, with questions to make it work. And without you, there is no live talk. So, participate. Prince. Prince says, what is a good indicator? Prince always comes to rescue. When nobody is talking, he comes up with the question that we need to start and push the conversation. So he says, what is a good indicator to find out if someone reacts to defend her ego? Who cares? Why do you want to know if that person is defending his ego or not? You don't want to be their therapist. You just want to know if that's what they're doing. You just stop the respond and just move on. If you know why that person is doing what they're doing, and if that person is not willing to learn or doesn't want to or hasn't asked to know what it is or carry on the conversation, then don't take it upon your shoulders to teach everybody. You have no mission to teach everybody. You only can share with people who are interested. So whether they're defending their ego or not, you can reverse that into yourself and say, what are you doing at this scenario? If you were doing the same thing that that person is doing, then you can examine it inside your own psyche. Say, well, if I would do that, that would mean I'm not really attending to the issue. I'm actually defending my image or the ego. Through your own analysis of what you are doing and what you would be doing and turning it into yourself inwardly, you can figure out what that person is doing. But I wonder, other than the fact that you would get to know the motivation of that person for the continuation of discussion or debate or argument, there is no benefits to it other than the fact, well, this is time for you to cut loose and just go and don't continue the conversation, because obviously this person is not dealing with the issue, doesn't want to discuss or explore, just wants to defend something that we all know it's not the right way to address anything, and just leads to more ambiguity and more conflicts and argument. Now, Mike says, we must all be here to listen. No. Listen, if I haven't been able to say what I wanted to say and what I wanted to share during the past 95 live talks, either I'm in trouble or you guys are deaf. So either way, it's a two-way street. We want to explore, we want to have a discussion. That's what we're doing here. So at least start it up, start the engine, and I'll take over. Rami says, what do you think about MGTO, men go their own way? What do you mean, what do I think? Everybody goes their own way. I don't understand that meaning of, if there's any other meaning other than what it says. Men go their own way. Everybody goes their own way. If you look at it, they may try to convince you to come along, but they're going their own way. If you're talking about selfishness, that's a different story. If you're talking about not being concerned about the environment or the other people, and they just care about what's good for them while it could harm others or so on, well, that's again different story. But I'm not sure if I understand the question here. Mark says, please never end your live talks. This has become a way of life for many of us. Well, I would love to do this more and more. However, I need to find viability. YouTube videos are now over 600, and every day I wake up with emails of thanks and appreciation and challenges that you want answered and addressed, and I do that. From the moment I open my eyes, I check and there's an email, and before I get up, I'm responding to someone's extreme situation or concerns, emotional concerns, or their situation. So I'm doing my part, and I'm actually have put out lots of videos. But still the videos don't have as many viewers as it could make it viable to dedicate more time. As you, many of you, hundreds of you have written me and told me that you've searched internet and seen other channels who address breakups, emotional problems, and such matters, and you find them of no use or very little use, or you find the contents totally not logical or helpful, and some of you call it nonsense, and you praise my channel graciously, and you appreciate the contents and the quality of the discussion, but yet those channels that you say they are no good have millions of viewers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So the question is whether I am not doing anything helpful to you guys or to people, or they're somehow getting number of viewers that I don't know how they're getting it, even though you tell me their contents are nonsense or not so helpful and not the way that you enjoy the contents of my videos in my channel. So something is not working right here, and of course this is my passion and love, and I love to help more and more people, and it's becoming more and more popular. But at this point I can't promise how much more time I can dedicate, because I dedicate lots of time. Even I stay up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning sometimes if you have a Skype conversation with somewhere in Australia or Hong Kong or whatnot, because of time differences. So be sure that I'm doing my part, but I like to ask if there is a way for you guys to share more of my videos on your social media or promote it somehow. If you really believe it is as good as you say it is, then that would bring more subscribers to my channel, which would make it viable time-wise, encouragement, and economically, to dedicate more time and effort to continue the quality and the help that we are, and the support that we are offering to everybody. So this part from my side is done. I'm holding the live talks, I'm answering the emails, I'm doing the Skype talks, I'm making quality videos, and discussing most all scenarios that could be around breakups and relationship problems and matters of thoughts and consciousness, fear, desire, and ego. So the rest of it, it's in the public's hand. So if you guys can promote it, share it, make the subscribers to be as many as these silly channels that you say they have, then of course that would give me a lot more encouragement and hope that I'm doing something right. Otherwise you wonder if my quality of my videos and contents are so great, which I am convinced, without being facetious or blowing my own horn, I'm convinced by you guys that they are lifesavers and they are totally helpful. Then I would like to see where am I going wrong, because there should be a lot more subscribers. Anyhow, having said that, let's see if we have any other question here. Mark says many people would tend to be attracted to nonsensical videos to get a laugh out of it. They just want to laugh. I don't think most people wish to go deep and soak in the important lessons you impart. It's their fault. Well, okay. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, I agree with you. However, we still need the numbers. So I need your help. I need everybody's help, that I mean, to share the videos you like on your social media and make sure that, you know, people get to know about our work. People get to know about the fact that there's support involved and this quality of discussions on YouTube is available. So they would get to know about it. Otherwise,